Hello. I've been waiting for you. Welcome to the barn. I'm an old school Southern Conjuring Witch, celebrating the dirt I stand on. And I hope to inspire you to celebrate your dirt. Come on, let's brew some magic together. Hello, Crossroads witches and other interesting magical beings. Hello, how is everyone this beautiful fall day? We are days away from Samhain. Oh, I'm so excited. And I was sitting here doing some work, you know how it is, thinking about my first year in a day. This is my first Samhain here, my first Halloween here, and how I was, thinking about decorating up the place and stuff like that, and realizing I'm doing my year in a day. And that there are so many times we do year in a days. And what is a year in a day? A year in a day is the first year when you've taken on or had a major life change put upon you. And the reason I say that is because, yes, sometimes we make conscious decisions for a major life change, and other times we don't. The biggest life changes that we do have are the big three: death, divorce, and moving. All right? When one of those things happen, it completely upsets your whole rhythm of life, your schedule, your known factors. And now you have to go through that first year in a day of different. In the magic community, witchcraft community, we talk a lot about these year in a days. You dedicate, you do a year in a day, and then you may initiate. Within some traditions, you have to wait a year and a day, before you do this, or you do a year and a day of this, and then you do that. But it's all based on this year and a day. And why is it so important? Because Mother Nature says so. That's simple. I'm not going to sit here and try to give some long explanation. I'm going to tell you to go look outside and understand there are 4 seasons. Mother Nature says you got to experience all of them. And so when you are going through a major change, allow yourself that full year in a day. Allow yourself all 4 seasons, that each one is going to be different. Like I was sitting here realizing I'm in my year in a day, this is all new. I don't have the normal place I put up my decorations. I don't have the memory of doing it last year and wanting to change it a little bit this year. It's all new. And I think when we embrace that, it helps us, because year and a days are very stressful, all right? They're full of change, full of unknown. Everything is new and old at the same time. I know for me, moving across country, I still don't know where half my shit is, to be honest with y'all, which is, I'm half packed, half unpacked. I live half in an RV, half in a studio. We're building the extension on the other side of the barn for our house, We're opening up an event space. I'm like, can you have enough stuff going on at once? And I'm like, no wonder I don't know where my underwear is sometimes. And I can't find a goddamn bra to save my life. I'm like, where did I put it? So how do I handle all of this? With a sense of humor. All right. And also embracing this is my first year in a day. I'm allowed to be a little off kilter. I'm allowed not to know where things are, giving myself permission to experience it. I think the biggest problem a lot of times is we deny ourselves. We want to pretend like it's okay, and especially like when I've talked about death. And the way corporate world, says that you get 3 days off and then get back to work. And then a month later, we're just not going to talk about that no more because it's time for productivity. And that's not what's happening. Internally, we need that year. We need the 4 seasons to mourn, all right? We are just not designed to let go of things that we love, things that we like, you know? And when you have had a death, embrace that year. That's why I think the Victorians did it so well. They have the dress code and they have deep mourning, really deep mourning. That's right when, you know, it's happened versus your, you know, mid-mourning. That's like 6 months later. And then, of course, light mourning, and that's closer to the year and a day. And it's actually all based on the lace that's on your sleeve. The deeper the lace, the deeper the mourning, the less lace, the less mourning, was what the Victorians did. And so that way, when somebody came into a room, we sort of knew where you were and to allow you to have that space. And when it comes to major life changes, all right, you know, ending a relationship, again, this is a form of death. And giving yourself permission to mourn that relationship for a year, to allow yourself to have to get back into a new rhythm. You don't get back into a rhythm in 30 days and 60 days and 90 days. That's not how it works, witches. Everybody wants a microwave moment 60 seconds later. No, you gotta go through the journey. Just like I have to go through the journey right now that I'm going through, you know. I got here the 1st of July. So July, August, September, October, 4 months is where I am. And like I said, when we came here, we knew that we were coming into a large planned construction site and all sorts of things, and it would be 2 to 3 years before we probably found some sort of even keel. And I'm fine with that. We've taken on projects. The house in California was a complete, oh my God, renovation moment. That was where we bought Grandma's sink. Our farm before that was, you know, 8 acres of logged off property. So taking on this project, the barn here, and getting it ready for a glamping event site, yeah, not a problem. But sometimes it is. It sounds so easy, and then it's so hard. You get overwhelmed. I look at all of the stuff around me and I start almost spinning out. And then I remember I know how to eat a whale. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know how to eat a whale too. 1 bite at a time. That's all I gotta do. And so I get up in the morning, and if I can't find my underwear, I go digging until I do. All right? And just don't get upset about it. Don't go spinning out. I remember that all I have to do right now is this one thing. And I look around me with, you know, where I'm at here is all the stuff I have to do is to remember I have to do one thing today, you know, do a little something is my attitude. Pick up 1 stick, remove 1 board, go work on my fairy garden a little more, getting my magic circle ready, you know, and giving myself permission sometimes to sit on my porch and enjoy it and to become familiar with it. You know, we talk about hitting the ground running. That's a really great thing. I feel like I've done that. But at the same time, I think we also need to sit down and enjoy the moment and spend some time just enjoying an evening, afternoon, watching the sunset, you know, being appreciative for what we do have. And that's how I am as far as that first year and a day, where's my space at? You know, it's just taking it 1 step at a time, keeping a sense of humor about it, knowing that I will get it done, I will figure it out. A year and a day is not a time limit, like we got to get it and it's all got to be done in that day. That's not how it works. A year and a day is actually more like a season. And each of us have our own personal year and a days. meaning mine might be a little shorter, yours might be a little longer, mine might be really long, yours might be actually a year and a day to the day, whereas it's still taking me a little while to come around, and my year and a day is actually 16, 17 months. You know, don't get stuck on these calendars of, oh my God, it's been 1 year and 1 day. It's not how it's happening. Like I said, it's a season. Embrace that season. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you know, take that deep breath. Give yourself a pat on the back that you're doing the best you can with what you got. And get up tomorrow and take one more bite out of that whale. Know that you're working towards, you know, and that in 2-3 years, it's going to be different. And that's what I think about here, because I'm like, oh, my first year and a day, I'm still trying to figure out where things are, knowing that in a couple of years, I'll have a familiarity to this place. It will be normal. I will have seen it for several years. The evolution, I will know how Mother Nature treats this land over the course of seasons. Right now, I'm discovering that. And I love that. I love that I get to have a year and a day. You know, sometimes as an old witch, you're just like, there are no more year and a days. And then I have to remember, yes, there are. Yes, there are. And to embrace them, celebrate them, and have fun. And I hope that this inspired you. If you're in a year and a day, all right, know that it's a season, and then you're going to move on. You're going to go off to other things. All right, with that said, witches, get out there, fly those brooms, and have a bright, blessed day. And as always, amen, blessed be, ashe, and a bobo.